What's that? Is that glitter? Don't know. I have a secret. I like musicals. Who would have known? I guess that makes me a stagey person. Those types of people who knew Idina Menzel before she was in Frozen. So, because I like acting, you can probably presume that I've been in a lot of productions. Now, we all know that in live theatre, sometimes things don't go as planned. And that's why today I'm going to be talking about my on-stage fails slash blooper things. Number 1, the time I almost fell off the stage. I was in an original production called Detention and I was sat on a chair with 4 legs. Now the edge of the stage was here, and as I pushed my chair back, the back 2 legs fell off the stage, so I fell backwards like this. Luckily there was someone there to catch me, and also luckily in that scene we were meant to be laughing at someone, so it just meant I didn't need to act, I was just laughing at myself, almost dying in a live performance. Number 2, when my fish died on stage. My GCSE drama class did a production called Our Day Out, which was masked, and there was only one time I was allowed to go off stage. So I'd go off, take my mask off, get the sweat off my forehead because masks are very, very hot. And I'd go and check on the prop that I had to make, which was meant to be a goldfish in a bowl. Now I made the goldfish out of clay and attached a bit of string so that when I'm holding it, the fish is like fishing about. And I put real water in it. That was the mistake, because when I went backstage, water was everywhere and the fish was just in an empty bag, like dead. So I had to go back out onto stage with a dead fish. What made it worse was we did a Q&A after we'd performed with these primary school kids, and one was like, "Was the fish meant to die?" No, I'm sorry that my prop making skills aren't good. For one of my school productions we did Little Shop of Horrors and I was in the ensemble. And when Seymour and Audrey were singing Suddenly Seymour, the ensemble were meant to do this. This is a flower, obviously.
Lift up your head, wash off your mascara. Here, take my Kleenex, wipe that lipstick away.
And instead I decided to daydream and do this.
Lift up your head, wash off your mascara. Here, take my Kleenex, wipe that lipstick away.
And yes, it was noticeable because there wasn't that many people in the ensemble. Now, the worst thing that could ever happen to an actor on stage is forgetting your lines, and that's exactly what happened to me. But I have a valid reason. One of my friends had like a featuring role where they were like, "Wow, what a strange and interesting plant." The character was American. But the day of the opening night, she got sick, so she couldn't do her part, so it got passed on to me. So I had about 3 hours to learn, I don't know, 10 lines, which isn't a lot. And I learnt them, we practiced backstage. As soon as it came to my time to say my lines, they went blank. So I walked up to the shop and I was like, "Wow, what a strange and interesting plant." Then Mr. Mushniks says his line. My next line is, "I've never seen anything like it before." Mr. Mushniks says his next line. It comes to me who's meant to say something completely different to what I said. I thought it'd be good just to repeat the line I just said, but with more enthusiasm. "I've never seen anything like it before." Mr. Mushnik just looked at me like, "What are you doing?" And then the next night it was going better, but then I messed up again, but I can't remember what the mistake was that I made. This final on-stage fail didn't happen to me, but I was backstage when it happened. I was backstage and the person playing Seymour was meant to go on with a gun in their pocket, but I saw that they didn't have the gun with them, so I was thinking, am I thinking of the right scene or not? So I asked someone, I was like, "Are they not meant to have the gun?" And as soon as I realised that they didn't have the gun, they walked out on stage without the gun. So backstage was like, "Oh, what are we gonna do?" Because the gun was like vital for the next scene. Audrey took it on with her, and as she was going past, she went, "Seymour, a gun!" But the thing is, Seymour was meant to be inside, and Audrey was meant to be outside. So that wall of the front door of the shop was just broken. So they were all my on-stage fails. I know they're not massive fails like death on stage, but when they happen to you, they do feel like death on stage. Thank you ever so much to you for watching this video. If you found my unpleasant misfortune fails funny, then give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and then I'll see you through this screen next Thursday.